It's a serious waiting game for U.S. troops in Kuwait right now, waiting for the order from President Bush that will send them into battle. We have two reports from the front lines. Carl Penhall is with the U.S. Army's 11th Attack Helicopter Regiment. We begin, though, with Ryan Chilcote. He's with the U.S. Army's 101st Airborne Division.
I'm Ryan Chilcote at Camp New Jersey with 101st Airborne. Well, there's not a whole lot left for the soldiers to do to get ready. The recreation tent is now officially closed and all the training is over. At this point, it's pretty much down to the grunts and their rucksacks. And I can tell you, at least for my tent, the soldiers, they've repacked their bags, it seems, at least 10 times today. A lot of soldiers still lining up at the AT&T calling center to phone home. A lot of conversations beginning with the words, "I don't know when I'll be able to talk to you next, but I will be okay." As one soldier put it, they now feel like they're in the calm before the storm. There's a real feeling here among the soldiers that they're about to become part of something much larger than themselves and that they're going to be all right.
The only thing flying here is the Stars and Stripes. As a sandstorm whips across the Kuwaiti desert, US Army attack helicopters are grounded. A precautionary measure to reduce maintenance. But three-star General William Wallace warns the soldiers and pilots under his command they'll see action soon enough.
The ultimatum given is complete. Although I know that no soldier ever really wants to go to war, we are left with no alternative.
As the clock ticks down to President Bush's 48-hour deadline, the soldiers of 1st Attack Battalion draw their ammunition. When the order comes, these troops will set off across the border into Iraq. The pilots, meanwhile, will fly into combat against Iraqi tanks and artillery. As preparations pick up, an unannounced chemical attack drill adds extra urgency and rattles some nerves.
We've locked in the tent, we sealed it.
The all clear comes 20 minutes later. Time enough for a sobering lesson about the dangers that may lie ahead. Commanders have been briefing their soldiers exactly when they'll be heading to war, should Iraqi President Saddam Hussein fail to meet President Bush's ultimatum to quit. Time and place classified.
We are first attack.
All they're waiting for is General Wallace to give them the order to roll.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
From where I'm standing, American soldiers and their aircraft can be inside Iraq within minutes. Those same soldiers are only now beginning to wonder how long they'll end up staying. Carl Penhall for CNN in northern Kuwait.
Baghdad is normally a bustling city of some 5 million people. It's quiet there right now, very quiet, and almost eerie silence over the Iraqi capital. Iraq, a huge country about the size of California, some 25 million people there. Of course, many U.S. and British troops are poised to invade Iraq, and many of them, indeed, most of them are massed right here in Kuwait. The invasion and occupation of Kuwait by Iraq triggered the Persian Gulf War in 1991. Once again, Kuwait faces a possible attack by Iraq. Earlier, I spoke with Kuwait's Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Dr. Mohammed al-Sabah. Dr. al-Sabah, thanks so much for joining us during these critical hours. How worried are you that Saddam Hussein might launch chemical or biological weapons against Kuwait at the start of this war?
Well, Wolf, he admitted that he had chemical or biological weapons, and we don't trust that he destroyed these weapons. So we are absolutely certain that he continued to possess these weapons, and this is the time to use them against his enemies, and certainly the United States and Kuwait is on the top of the list.
Do you think he would use them?
I have no doubt that he had the intention to use these weapons.
How well protected are you and your people? I assume the U.S. military is a source of comfort.
Well, we have numerous plans to protect our people. We have the Patriot missiles to intercept any incoming missiles carrying these horrible weapons. And we have also set up emergency quick response centers here in Kuwait to treat any civilians who might be injured by these weapons. What kind of indications are you getting how long this war might last? Well, this takes me back to 1990, 91, when Desert Storm was launched to liberate my country, there was a mass exodus on the Iraqi side. The defection were in tens of thousands, and we start seeing actually certain defection from the Iraqi army towards the Americans and up north, the Kurdish areas. So I do not expect the Iraqi army would fight and would sacrifice itself to defend Saddam Hussein. So I expect it to be a short.
Any prospect, any chance that Saddam Hussein might still go into exile and save himself?
Well, I think that he's your quintessential survivalist. I think that he would jump the ship when he's almost certain that it would sink. However, as far as Kuwait is concerned, we are going to pursue him as a war criminal wherever he goes.
Dr. El-Sabah, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
And now you're looking once again live pictures of Baghdad, where military action could come literally at any time now. Our crews are standing by to bring you all the latest information, of course, as it happens. Also, caution shifts into overdrive as the U.S. braces for a terrorist backlash. Plus, what the government plans to do with some of the thousands of Iraqis living in the United States. You're watching CNN, the most trusted name in news.